Brown County State Park back in 2013 achieved a designation of an International Mountain Bike Association Bronze Epic Ride Center. And so what this does, it draws visitors only from around the country, but from all over the world. So it plays a big role in tourism and our town's economy.
Welcome to In Brown County, your front porch, the people, places, and stories that make Brown County, Indiana, one of a kind. I'm your host, Chris Schneider, and every week, we bring you conversations with local voices, behind-the-scenes looks at events, and the best of small-town life. Whether you're a longtime local or a weekend wanderer, there's something here for you. Let's get into it. This week on In Brown County, we are joined by Danielle and Kate of Brown County Bikes, and we're going to dive all into mountain biking in Brown County, their store Brown County Bikes, and why mountain biking is probably way more important in this county than you realize when it comes to tourism and a lot of other things. So first of all, thank you both so much for being here.
It's a pleasure.
Coming in.
And to start off, because I think everyone wants to know, hey, how did you end up in Brown County? Especially, how did you end up with a bike store in Brown County? So tell us a little bit about your story and how you ended up here.
Yeah. Well, I think we were coming here a lot, like before we have actually moved here officially, because we've always loved it here. Kate really introduced it to me more. And we had a company that we started in 2014, an adventure guiding company. And if we were in Indiana, we were always taking them to Brown County because this is the best place.
Yeah. And I've always been drawn to the mountain bike trails here. And so I had a lot of involvement with the Hoosier Mountain Bike Association when they used to manage the trails and would come down here, volunteer, and help hand build trails.
Yeah.
So you were already spending time down here before you moved down here. And if I'm not mistaken, you guys are from Indianapolis, correct? That's where you were right before you came? How have you found that transition, just out of curiosity? Because I know we were talking a little bit before we started, and we both kind of lived in the same area around Broad Ripple, and it's quite the difference. Between that life and this life. So how have you found that transition?
I mean, we love it. I mean, we were, every time we were coming down here, we were kind of like looking like, is there a place? And I kind of noticed that whenever we were trying to find a place, we were getting so excited. So, more than where we were living in Indy. So we thought, why don't we just move there, And so, we worked on that, finding a place for a while, but we made it happen. We love it. I mean, obviously we love the outdoors, and we love being able to just be a little bit closer to nature and being able to get more people outside and enjoying the outdoors as well.
I think for me, it cut out that just over an hour commute to the mountain bike trails each way. So that was a definite plus for me, but it's just a different pace, and it's really refreshing. Things close a little bit earlier, but we have such unique restaurants. We have craft brewery, we have craft cocktails, distillery. So it's a definite change of pace. We do cook at home a little bit more. There are no more Uber Eats or anything like that. No more Instacart. But we really settled in and have embraced it and just really enjoy the community here.
I think that's something, because I find when I talk to people that are kind of in our situation, that lived in Indianapolis or that area and then moved down here in the last, say, 5-10 years, a lot of folks point out what you just did, that there's still, a lot of those amenities that you would get in Indianapolis, they still exist here. They're a little different.
Yeah.
The pace of life's a little bit different, but it's not like we have a lack of coffee shops or opportunities or different activities you can do.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, let's get into mountain biking a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I mentioned in the introduction, a lot of people I don't think understand how important biking is to Brown County.
Yeah.
So before we get into Brown County bikes specifically, let's just kind of set that stage.
Well, what we have here, Brown County State Park back in 2013 achieved a designation of an International Mountain Bike Association Bronze Epic Ride Center. And so what this does, it draws visitors only from around the country, but from all over the world. So it plays a big role in tourism and our town's economy.
I think is there only like 20 international?
There's like 40 in the whole world. The Epic Ride Centers global.
Yeah, people I know, they look at that app because you have to meet a lot of like certain criteria to get that status. So our county and our mountain bike association worked really hard. It's not just the trails, it's the quality of the trails, but also it's the community here. How many hotels or Airbnbs or, cabin rentals are open to, are bike friendly, basically.
Yeah. We've a lot of the inn owners and a lot of the Airbnb owners ask us, like, what draws the mountain bikers? Because they're coming, they're visiting, they're bringing friends, they're coming back over and over again, and they're, spending money and booking our places. Like, how can we make it more friendly for them?
And I didn't even realize that we were on this list of, 40 places on the entire globe and more. But one thing that always struck me, the more I've learned about mountain biking in Brown County, is, when you think about tourism, you talk a lot about how far tourists are willing to travel for something.
Yeah.
And we look at like the music center. It's a great draw. You're getting people from, maybe 100 miles coming in for that.
Yeah.
But to your point with mountain biking, we're talking in some cases, people are coming thousands of miles
Yeah.
just to come here and enjoy the trail.
Yeah, I mean, just 2 weeks ago, Chris, I guided 2 guys from Australia, and it's just amazing. We get a lot of business travelers from Europe who may be on a work trip to Chicago, Indianapolis, and they carve in time since we have that IMBA Epic status.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, between Bloomington and Columbus too, like people, I know those are close places, but a lot of people travel to those places and Indy. And they're like, I was coming here, I was going to be close enough to go to Brown County, so I made it work out. And, this is awesome. We're really lucky to have what we have here.
Yeah. Brown County Mountain Biking has a Epic Mountain Bike Festival, and they are the volunteer-based group, nonprofit that manages the trails, but they'll have participants that come in from Colorado and all over the place. So, and it's just wonderful.
Absolutely. So looking at kind of that general framework, how did you guys come up with the idea of Brown County Bikes, and how did this all come to be?
Yeah, it really, our first business we started in 2014, and we were doing adventure guiding, backpacking, a lot of mountain biking,
Clinics,
a lot
trips.
of different other things outdoors. But we always wanted to have our own space, our own physical location. And actually, the month we were moving down to Brown County, a bike shop that was here announced that they were closing. And we had no idea of this. We knew those folks. And so, we had a lot going on. Like, I was pregnant with our first.
Oh, yeah.
And we were building it, and I was like, this maybe is not the exact right moment to like start a business. But we ended up doing that because, that's something we always wanted to do and expand into the mountain biking.
Yeah, it's been a long time dream, and I've been wanting to do it for a long time, and Hesitation Point was here. And then after they closed, I thought, okay, let's talk to them, find out what worked well for them, and let's find a location and make this happen. And so it worked out.
And you have a great location, right? Because you're tucked kind of on the southwest corner of town, but just right in the middle of everything. Real easy for people to get to. Really close parking, right? So it's a great location to be in.
Yeah.
But at the same time, obviously the trails are not downtown.
No.
I know part of what you guys do is rent bikes.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that a little bit, because we've talked about, you got these guys coming in from Europe and all these places, right? You have a store in town. The trail isn't in town. They probably don't have a bike. So when those folks come in, how do you kind of facilitate that and help bring on?
Yeah, so we're a factory demo shop, basically. So we have a huge range of demos, everything from carbon full suspension mountain bikes to carbon full suspension e-mountain bikes. We also rent tailgate pads. We also rent bike racks, and we also offer a shuttle service when you rent from us. And if you want to ride into the park, it's really just under 3 miles to the park, to the trailhead. So it's really not that bad.
Yeah. But we do, especially on an electric or an e-bike. But yeah, people utilize, we like to be the one-stop shop for people when they come in, that just make it easier for them to travel, because we know, I was just saying, especially with kids, like, and packing up all the bikes and all the gear, like, it's a lot. So even if you're coming to ride, a lot of people are like so grateful that we have all these options for them to just come, and then they can just get a bike, and we can shuttle if they need, and
So if somebody's coming in from out of town, they can call you. You guys can hook up everything for them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as not tourists, but thinking more on the local side, because I know you have a lot of bikes for sale.
We do.
You have a lot. I mean,
the store is packed full of stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, we do sales, we do service, we do
Yeah.
tremendous amount of service and bike sales, and then we also offer professional coaching and guiding. So we're kind of unique in that there's not a whole lot of bike shops that do that, but if you look around, you can tell definitely we are a mountain bike shop. Everyone in here mountain bikes, and yeah, it works out well.
So let's talk a little bit about the coaching and
Yeah.
that side of it. So obviously we said you do rentals, you do sales, but what is the coaching? How does that work? And why do people sign up for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Danielle and I are both professional mountain bike instructors. I'm one of just over 20 instructor trainers in the world that can certify coaches. But we cater these private mountain bike skills lessons based on your experience. And we generally ask for 3 goals. So it can be anything from a 2-hour lesson to a half day to a full day. And then we also offer guided ride options as well in that same
So-
format.
And that's nice for folks, again, that are traveling in, coming in, that are like, I've never been to the trails. I'd love to have to go with someone that knows where to go. And this is, I want techie or I want flow, like, and we can, be your guide as well. But yeah, we do a lot of private coaching or for small groups, or, I just was saying I'm working on a guided clinic with rentals for like a sorority parents weekend for IU. But we, the coaching is super fun. We also do like a big youth summer camp in the summer. So we do all levels of coaching too. So 6 years old and up.
We've got a women's camp coming up September 12th through the 14th. And this is our 9th year doing it. It's one of our favorite events because we have some ladies that are on rented bikes, borrowed bikes.
Yeah.
And then we have women who've been riding for years and they're just trying to reach that new goal of bunny hops or jumps or drops or whatever it might be. And we generally have ladies attend from 8 or 9 states. So a lot of local riders, but also people travel in for it. And that's really cool too, to empower women on bikes.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Because as you're talking through all this, I'm thinking, okay, I'm not a mountain biker, right? I mean, you can probably tell I'm not a biker, right? But, for people that have not been out on the trails here, how would you describe them? What are they like?
It's great. I love it here because we really have something for everybody, whether you're just getting started or, we have 2 just downhill trails now. So, which is very unique, for, this area and beyond. And I think too, and they're labeled like, ski slopes. So green is easy, blue is intermediate, black is difficult. They're most difficult.
Red is double black. But yeah, I mean, we have, we have over 40 miles of mountain bike trails in the park, and it's wonderful. Brown County Mountain Biking has put up signs and labeled each trail intersection. So you come up to a post, it might have 5 on it. It'll show you 5 on the map just above it. So it's really easy to navigate and know where you're at. And all of the trails on the map are color coordinated with a skill level. So that makes it super nice for people who are not familiar with our trails or new to riding so they don't get in over their heads.
Yeah, the trails are labeled really well. But like you said, too, someone that is newer, too, like...
do a fundamental skills clinic and guided ride. That's the best way to get out there and feel safe and have fun.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of people don't think twice about if you're going skiing, to get a lesson. It's the same thing with mountain biking. And we've coached a lot of people, women especially, that are like, I went out with, my husband or partner and they took off and left me, a lot of different, so it's the same thing. There's skills, there's fundamentals, there's technique that you can learn that's going to make you feel more comfortable and confident riding. Yeah, just get a lesson. You're going to feel and have so much more fun if you do.
They've got drops
That's
and
way different than being on a road.
Yeah.
Different types of
I'm assuming it's an entire different skill set.
Yeah, it's an entire different bike.
It is. A lot of road riders, they're used to being arrow and tight. And one of the first things I tell people come from road is, imagine you've seen a bear in the woods and get big. This is your suspension. So, but yeah, there's a lot to learn and play with and have fun with. And I think one of the reasons we love mountain biking so much is the challenges. It's challenging. And yeah, I feel like no matter where you're at or how long you've been riding or anything else, there's always something you can improve at or something new to learn.
And just out of curiosity, because again, I don't know, we're talking about all these different levels of trails that exist. Is it pretty equally spread out, or is it more towards one end or the other?
Well, we only have one double black diamond trail
Okay.
in Brown County. We do have
Yeah.
multiple black diamond trails, but there's plenty of beginner terrain and
Yeah.
intermediate as well. So
I
there's
think
something
there's
for
a really
everyone.
good mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can even, what's cool about our in the park is you can go from the park and it connects to Hoosier National Forest, which
Oh, yeah.
also connects to Yellowwood State Forest. So there's more riding
You can
beyond.
ride 100 miles of single track here,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
It's really cool. So it
Yeah.
just connects and yeah, it gets more, backcountry out there, but it's really, it's beautiful. It's super fun and
So
we're
for an
lucky.
experienced rider, they could come down here and spend a week and never be on the same trail.
They could
Yeah.
if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's
Yeah.
their goal.
Yeah, there's so much.
Yeah.
I've said this a few times, but I just don't know that everyone realizes how much. I feel like if you're in the mountain biking community and the people I've talked to that are super passionate, all about it, right?
Yeah.
There's a huge sense of community and passion there. But then those of us that aren't involved in that kind of don't even hear about it half the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're not, kind of in that world, then you're
Yeah.
like, what? We have that? That's going on? Yeah.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. If you're mountain bike curious and want to try something new and challenge yourself, I would definitely try it because it's just a
Yeah.
whole new world of fun and a new way to see the forest. So most people come here because they love nature, our scenic vistas, the trees, and everything else. So yeah, take it to the next level, level up.
Yeah. It's fun. Something you can do with your whole family.
Yeah, our
You
4 and
know,
6-year-old, they
it's a
ride trails
lifetime.
with us.
Well, that's the nice thing, right? Because from what I understand, there are, kids are doing this, but also I know one of the guys that I know who I think is mid 70s
Yeah,
has
Oh,
a mountain e-bike and he goes,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
fell over and his wife made him stop because he broke a bone.
Okay.
Until
Yeah.
then, he was hitting it hard.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
It is a lifetime sport. Yeah. It's great. It's
Absolutely.
great for your health. And yeah.
Mhm.
So that's what we want to do is just provide people with a good experience.
I love it because, like, as a parent, as a spouse, as a business owner, we have a lot of irons in the fire. And when I'm out on my bike, I'm not worried about the phone ringing. I'm not worried about the emails. I'm not worried about anything. I'm just right there and I'm present in that moment. And that is my sanctuary. So I love it more than ever, really.
And so before we wrap up here, just one more question on this. What do you see as the future of mountain biking in Brown County? Because it seems like it's just building more and more momentum.
I mean, Brown County mountain biking is taking a lot of necessary steps to get us to achieve the standards for silver status. We're doing our part as well. We have a nonprofit. We have a youth fleet of bikes. We put bikes in the elementary schools, but we're currently building IMBA, recognized designated skills park at Deer Run, which will have a pump track, progressive jump line, and it's also going to have a skills area where you can work on drops and skinnies, steep descending, and some other skills. So that will help us get one step closer and then just continue to grow. Danielle and I would like to have a gravity park here in the county with the County Parks and Rec soon, and we're working on a National Interscholastic Cycling Association race course out at Deer Run. We're going to meet with the Indiana NICA officials, a trail builder, and the director of Parks and Rec. So we're going to go out, take a look at the property, and see if we can make that happen here as well. Yeah, it's under
Yes,
construction.
yeah. And that is at Deer Run Park. So that's owned by Brown County Parks and Rec.
It's like a quarter mile right that way, just west. Yeah.
Just west of right
So-
downtown Nashville. And
Well, it'll
Yeah.
also house our youth fleet of bikes where we're going to have a little shipping container shop there where parents with background checks, like qualified individuals, would be able to open it up for youth in the community to overcome economic barriers. So we're really proud of that.
Awesome.
Super
Yeah.
proud of that.
Yeah.
So with all that, got 3 more questions for you. And these are just quick fire questions I ask everybody at the end of every show. So what is one word that describes Brown County to you?
The first one, I just thought of like fun because I think we have so many fun things to do here, whether, it's biking or, we know we're, an artisan community, but you can have so much fun, like whether you're going to the state park or whether you're, seeing a show or, going to the gallery or, I don't know. I just think we have a lot of fun here. I have a lot of fun here and it's a great place to live, work, and
Mine
play.
would be adventure, just because there's just so much adventure to be had.
And fun and adventure go hand in hand.
I know, right? Yeah.
Next question for you. One favorite meal or treat locally here?
Oh, go for it.
I'm partial, I think, because my mom owns the old Bartley House, coffee
Okay.
and donuts. I think the Volants are really unique.
They're
To,
fantastic.
yeah,
Can't argue.
there's not a bad one in the bunch. That's my favorite.
Gosh, I mean,
Special.
there's so many places we like.
Yeah.
Like, we definitely enjoy Hard Truth, and we enjoy the Farmhouse and Casa del Sol and
Yeah.
Ferguson House, their beer garden,
Yeah.
the new Thai restaurant. But I think right now my favorite must-have food is the tacos, the street tacos at Moontown,
Yeah.
and they have
We love
great
that.
beer. Yeah, so it's something new, and I'm
Yeah.
really enjoying that. Gosh, the Brown County Inn has a really good ahi tuna bowl right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. There's a lot of good ice cream.
Oh,
The
yeah.
French Kitchen has gelato, which sometimes I'm like, I just want gelato, and they're the only place.
I love the chocolate mousse ice cream.
We're definitely not hurting for choice.
Yeah. Blackberry
Even though it's
ice
town of
cream.
12 people, in a
We
county of 15,000. You got all the options.
we have
Yeah.
all the options.
The blackberry ice cream at Chocolate Mousse, though, is homemade, really good.
So, final question. What is your favorite way to spend a Saturday in
Oh.
Brown County?
On my bike.
Yeah.
On my
say,
mountain
yeah.
bike.
We have kids, so
Sure.
we
In the park. If it's us, we're hitting Nabone, Hobbs Hollow. If we're with our kids, we're probably doing more of like a North Tower, North Gate, Pine Loop,
Mhm.
but it doesn't matter.
yeah.
It's all great.
Yeah.
What about you? Right.
Yeah, I mean, that would be one of my perfect days. I mean, we, ride, and then a lot of times this summer we went to the pool because we have had some hot days.
The kids really like the pool.
Yeah. And just, eat somewhere locally and, get some sweet treats and, sit around by the campfire.
I think pool is a good call because there are definitely some days this summer that I don't think anyone would have wanted to be on.
Yeah. Well, they were out.
Yeah.
We were out there.
I'm
People
sure
were
they
out
were.
there.
I
You
know.
know,
Yeah.
100 degrees with 90% humidity in you. That's got rough.
I know.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
To wrap us up here, I'm sure there are some people listening. They're saying, okay, Kate and Danielle seem really cool. I want to go ride mountain bikes in Brown County. How can folks get in touch with you?
BrownCountyBikes.com. Hit us up on
Yeah.
social media. We have a
Yeah.
Wednesday night ride in the park. It's at 6.
Mhm.
And we have a monthly ladies ride. Those are all free.
Yeah, but our website, we're on all the social media, or just come in the shop. We're right downtown, easy to find, easy to park.
Well, and for everybody listening, if you just scroll down in the show notes, we'll have all those links there for you so you can get in touch with them and learn more. Thank you both so much for your time. This has been a great conversation. And thank you for just helping the community learn more about mountain biking and its impact on Brown County.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, thanks for being here and wanting to learn more. So we're happy to be here.
Thanks for joining us on In Brown County. If you like today's episode, be sure to follow, leave a review, and share with someone who loves Brown County as much as you do. We'll see you next week, right here on the front porch.